Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years.
telling
Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shaking, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course.
So
man.
we got Chicago.
Yeah.
So Chicago better bring it, man. Because,
Yeah,
you know,
buddy.
I'm from Chicago, so anything that represents Chicago and that, you got Chicago in your name, you better be fired. But no, in all seriousness, though, we're going to do 25 or 6 to 4 today.
Okay.
So I
Big
don't
request.
quite know what that means because it's 24 hours in a day, and 6 to 4 sounds like 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
Working 9 to 5.
25.
So
or
maybe
6 to
it's
4.
all day. Maybe it's all day grinding. Either you grind all day. Yeah, maybe I need 25 hours in a day to get all the shit done I need to get done.
Actually,
Or you,
extra hour
it's
would
all
come
or nothing. Or you working 6 to 4. You working part time out here. You're not doing your job.
Actually, you know what?
I
Why
don't
you
know. I don't
bullshitting?
know.
And why you bullshitting? That actually might be the idea of the song, though. You know what I'm saying? Like either it's all or nothing. I don't know.
Right.
Chicago. I do have a confession, though. There is one song that I have heard from Chicago, and I love that
Really?
I'm aware of. That, you know,
Really?
without just knowing the name of. I was watching a movie on Netflix. I want to say a couple weeks ago, and this was in the movie, and I had to look the shit up. I was like, yo, I love this song, but I forgot who made it. I thought it was fucking
Really?
Hall & Oates. I'm gonna keep it real. I thought it was.
I don't know what you're gonna play. I don't know what he's gonna play. So yeah.
I thought it was Hall & Oates, but yo, I was like, this is Chicago? So let me give y'all a little taste of it, though. Yeah. Let's see if Ryan has heard this before.
Sounds like a 80s TV show. So you want to watch that TV show?
Exactly like
You'll take away the biggest part
ballad like
of
song.
me. Ooh, no, baby,
That sounds
please don't go. And if you
Let me fast forward this part.
you'll take away
I think this is a beautiful, beautiful song. This is like Stalish for me.
Ooh, no, baby, please don't go.
Yeah, man.
Ooh,
Fast forward.
God's is love.
Yeah, this is my part right here.
Love like ours is love that's hard to find.
That's cool.
How could we let it slip away?
Take your pick. Everything about that song. That's a beautiful, beautiful song. And
That's
I just
cool.
wanted to play something.
cool.
I think it's important for us to just maybe we need to just give y'all reminders. Cause I mean we get a lot of new people on Patreon, new people that join Lost in Vegas. I think that's something that
Which is good.
That's
a good thing.
That we don't acknowledge enough. Because sometimes I see comments and I'm like, they just Lost in Vegas, man. They like this, you know. And maybe they see like 4 or 5 videos of us reacting to upbeat songs that have a certain amount of heaviness to them. And I think that they don't understand that we have a shitload of videos out there, man. We have about 700, 800 something videos at this point. I don't know.
Yep.
I got to look to see. But we have a lot of content, man, and we've liked a lot of slow down.
That's true.
Dude, we listen to R&B. I listen to R&B, and I know Ryan can attest to this as well.
Yes, sir.
The vast majority of what I listen to is R&B music
Yep.
at this point. You know what I mean? So it's not all about us jumping around the room saying, "Ooh, that was hot, that was fire," going crazy over something that was more. You know, it's not all about that type of music, man. It's so I just want to make sure we bring light to that. But this is a great song, love it. So let's get into Chicago here, wiki-wise, because we wanted to get to this band when we did that the old school sort of rock marathon.
Yeah.
We just didn't get to them. But this was always a band that was on our radar that we knew we were going to touch. Chicago is an American rock band formed in '67. They used to call themselves Chicago Transit Authority.
I didn't know that.
Looks like they came around the same time Led Zeppelin and all those guys came out, so it was a big time in music. They do classical music, jazz, R&B, and pop. You know what I mean? That's an interesting combo. That's like damn near everything. They've had crazy commercial success, 40 million units in the US sold, 23 gold albums, 18 platinum, 8 multi-platinum. I think 100 million records sold worldwide. Insane. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've done.
It's a big deal, man.
Yeah, they're decorated.
a big deal.
Grammys, Grammy Awards. You know, looked at as one of the greatest rock groups ever by pretty much almost every magazine. So this is a very,
Wow.
very important group in the history of music.
And they got 100 band members, man. You see all these damn band members?
Yeah.
Even the past band members were a slew of people. the current ones are still a slew of people. So
Yeah, man.
maybe they incorporate all these different
Session players.
instruments and stuff like that as
Oh,
well.
yeah, that
so,
too.
So
That
that could
too.
be why they have so many people. So
Yeah, we're doing 25 or 6 to 4. Big request. Seen it for a while in the comments. Seen it on YouTube, all of
Yeah,
our
man.
platforms. Let's get into it. Chicago, 25 or 6 to 4.
Waiting for the break of day, searching for something to say. Flashing lights against the sky. Giving up, I close my eyes. Sitting cross-legged on the floor. 25 or 6 to 4. Staring blindly into space. Getting
Yeah, no. I was listening, I'm honing in on everything. I'm like murdering it. The trumpet, who's on the trumpet?
Yeah.
Obviously the trumpet.
yeah.
And the funny thing is, and we were kind of reading in the wiki. I don't know if I said this when I was reading the wiki, but they are looked at as the rock band with horns, I believe. And I really miss horns in music, man. Out of all the music that we're sent a lot of music in our DMs, emails. We get
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. I don't hear a lot of newer bands, modern bands incorporating horns as much in their music. I don't know. So I love that. That's what caught my eye right there. Like you can see that me and Ryan have heard this somewhere.
Yeah.
That ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
It's very, very familiar.
That's been in something.
Yeah.
Probably more things than we could probably recollect at this time because
Right.
that's too I don't want to say iconic, but it's just very, very familiar for it not to be iconic, if
Yes.
that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Dude, they're playing their ass off.
They are though, man.
Seriously.
Crushing
You know?
it. And I like the vocals too. I like the melody that he chose
Mm-hmm.
to come in on this track with. "We're gonna break a day." Like that's just a
Yep.
very catchy melody. You know what I mean? Let's get back to it.
staring blindly into space. Getting up to splash my face. Wanting just to stay away. Wondering how much I can take. Should I try to do some more? 25 or 6 to 4. Yeah.
Yo, I had this do the guitar. His mind right now, man.
Yeah.
Yo, he's losing his mind. Dude, I had to stop. Like, I don't know. Listen, I've heard a lot of solos in my day at this point. Rock and metal people are like, boy, you ain't heard it. You ain't heard no solos, man. You just the tip of the iceberg,
Yeah,
man. You know. But he is murdering. This is a great solo. What I want to talk about though, Ryan, is you might actually have been right though, man. when you about just lyrically what they're talking about in this song. It just seems like they are busting their ass, man, working really hard. You know what I mean? Staring blindly into space, getting up to splash my face. Like you got to wake yourself up. You know, from just being up all night is what it sounds like. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, 25 or 6 to 4. You know, searching for something to say. So I don't know if it's just someone they have writer's block or something like that. Maybe they're in a studio and they're just busting their ass, but that's the feeling I get, is that they're just working on little to no sleep, trying to craft out, you know, a great song.
Yeah. As you were going through the lyrics right there, man, I was kind of looking at the instruments being played here, and Walter, my man Walter, is on the clarinet, flute, and a saxophone. Is he playing all that shit? Is he rotating through each three instruments at the same time and shit? I mean, that would be kind of crazy.
Or punching it in.
Yeah, you know, that's crazy,
He's getting
man.
busy. Shout out to Walter. Shout out to Terry Kath on the guitar. I guess that's Terry
man.
Kath. That's going absolutely insane on this guitar. Even the bass. Doom, 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 doom,
Yep.
doom, doom. There's the certain momentum.
Yep.
It's just the sort of the sense of urgency that I feel like that bass gives this song that I think is really cool, man. It's just the sped up tempo of the bass that the bass is creating, I think is dope. It feels a little soft to me, like with the drumming. It's something that it just seems like is removed from the sort of adrenaline, the adrenaline that I feel before it transitions. Like I
okay.
love the adrenaline. I get the way he's singing it, the way the bass comes in, the way the horns sound, all have this sort of adrenaline, you know what I mean, in it. I don't know if it's the pace of it. And then it transitions to that. I don't know if it's when he said staring blindly into space, but it gets really soft right there. And I think it's just a preference thing. I love how it started, and it doesn't sound bad. It still sounds great.
Okay.
But it just takes that adrenaline away just a little bit. And I'm like, get back to that doom, 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 doom with the horns and
Right,
everything.
right,
I
right.
love how it starts. So, but really enjoying the song overall, man. I don't know what Ryan thinks, but I'm fucking with it though, bro.
Keep it rolling. I'm gonna wait till the end.
You know what keep it rolling means. But let's get back to it. Right here. I feel like I'm on an island with this one, man. The drummer was getting crazy too. You know what I'm saying? I'm focusing on the guitar work, but the drummer's losing his mind. Shout out to the drummer.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm not gonna get through the solo. The drummer is Danny Seraphine, I believe, man. The drumming in that, in the midst of him going crazy right now on this in this guitar solo, Terry Kath, is excellent, man. You know, sorry. I mean, I have to stop. I have to. You know what I mean? I felt compelled to. Let's get back to it once again. I'm gonna let it finish. This is fine. And I'm not saying there's necessarily anything wrong with it, but I love the adrenaline just the feeling of adrenaline that I got.
And it takes you out of it.
It kind of takes me out of it in here, but I understand it still sounds fine. It's just the softness of this kind of throws me off when I'm like, especially coming out that solo, which is crazy. But I understand the different dynamics that are necessary, sometimes to kind of give you different feelings and movement within the music, man. That's perfectly fine. But this song to me is probably, and I know I don't say this lightly, is some of the best musicianship that I feel like I've heard on the channel. A lot of 60s and 70s old school rock music. I mean, I have to give it up. It's always like a lot of the stuff that me and Ryan both, I believe, have flipped out over, whether it's through Yes or Rush or Black Sabbath or Boston or The Who or Pink Floyd. I mean, you just have to give it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I want to make sure that we acknowledge that. The musicianship in this song it's just stellar. And I really like this song musically. I think melody-wise, they're crushing it. I love the horn work, man. The horns. And that solo, although it was a bit sort of self-indulgent, I feel like. My man was going off for a little bit. He was going off for a little bit. It still, to me, was great. And I think that constant sort of doom 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 is what kept me from getting a little tuned out from him playing. You know what I mean? That rhythm that they kept was great. So, but let's finish it up, man. This is definitely a playlist joy for me, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because sometimes I forget to say if it's playlist or not. And I want to make sure I get that out. That this is definitely playlist.
250624.
That was nasty. And I'm reading a comment here below the video, and it says, apparently you guys, help me out with this. It says, Hendrix wasn't joking when he said Kath was the best guitarist in America at that time. You know what I mean? So that's huge coming from Jimi Hendrix to say some shit like that. And I can hear that in this song.
Yep.
The skill, man, the musicianship, every single instrument in this song, whether it's the bass, the drumming, the horns, the trumpet, or whatever the case may be, everything was done at such a high level. And I think musically, this was a fun listen for me. I love the catchiness of the melody in there. I love the sort of the adrenaline-filled pace that I feel like this gave me, man. I think this is an excellent song. So that's definitely playlist. I'm rocking that. Can't wait to get back. That's 2 for 2 for me from Chicago. If you love me, whatever that song is that I just played at the beginning. If you leave me now, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So playlist, dope song.
You know what, man? Chicago is undeniable. The way that they played this song particular, because I don't know all their songs, I'm just kind of going off this song here is my first exposure to them. And dude, I think I would be remiss or fucking ignorant if I didn't acknowledge the fact that they played their ass off. As far as technical ability and skill, dude.
Shout out to whoever requested it. I think that was an excellent choice for us to listen to.
They played their ass off, man. And if you're wondering, okay, well, why weren't you kind of into the song? And I believe I'm kind of a prisoner of the time I was born in, man, and this time right now. When I hear this, man, because of the recording, it lacks a lot of impact. You said, George, in the chorus, you felt like it took you out of the kind of the sped up tempo and it lacked punch. I felt like the whole song lacked punch because of the recording. You know,
I actually do hear that though.
and
I'm being honest.
It just sounded like it was like boom, ding, ding, boom, ding, ding, instead of like boom, 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 boom.
I got it.
Boom,
I
you know
got
what I mean? And I know that that's just because maybe the technology of their time, guys. But it's just hard for me to overlook that. It's hard. That just takes me out of it, you know. So. Yeah, man, they played well and everything like that, man. It's just...
Do you feel like if this was remastered that you would feel the same way?
I would hope to say that I would feel differently about that. Because I think that that's what... But I hate to say that because last time I said I think we should remaster. They should remaster older songs. People kind of like crucified me for that. They were like, "Well, that's just the way it is, and that's part of the beauty in it." And yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it, but I just don't like that. I don't like that. You know, I don't want to go to the movies and see Jurassic Park without a subwoofer. You know, with seeing the dinosaurs walk doesn't have like the same impact without the punch. You know, if you don't have the sound to kind of envelop you into the movie, it really doesn't. It lacks the depth and the
clarity
impact,
in the sound,
right?
yep.
So I feel like because I'm kind of a prisoner in this era, and seeing technology advance at the rate that it has advanced in, I think I'm kind of scarred to that. You follow me? I really do, because I can't deny that they weren't playing well. It was probably the best played song that I'm never going to listen to again, though, because of the lack of depth and punch that this song has. You know what I'm saying? Because
it did feel like it lacked a little. I can hear that this is an older recording.
It's hard, man, because you just don't want to diminish what these guys did from a skill standpoint and technically and musically, dude. And I even like the vocals, just the record quality, man.
But that's the reality of this, though. I definitely hear what you're saying. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's the best recording or mixed quality or whatever the case.
Whatever that's called.
The clarity in
the
this
audio,
as well. The audio quality.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just the upload. Maybe off camera, we'll kind of go through this again and check out a remastered one if they have one available here for this song, and we'll see if Ryan off camera has a different opinion about it. But I get it, man.
But dude, they played well.
I get
they
it.
played well, man. It's just I feel like I heard this song on like a transistor radio. Man.
I get
It's
it.
just like,
I get it.
Nah, man. It's just
I get what you're saying.
You
I get
know.
it, but I think they absolutely fucking bodied that shit, and I'm gonna be banging that one. But I would. But in banging it though, I will be looking for a remastered joint. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand what you're saying. That's it, man. Shout out Chicago. I'm definitely interested to see what else they have, man, because of that. Earlier in the reading, we were reading that they did classical music, and I can hear the classical. I can hear the R&B. I can hear the jazz for sure in this as well.
That's true.
I can hear them fusing so many different things, which is what we've noticed with a lot of these bands throughout that time, man. Pretty much probably all of them. You know what I'm saying? Have foundations from different.
Yep.
A lot of these guys are jazz musicians that can sort of transferred over to rock or whatever the case may be, or blues musicians that transferred into rock. So we hear it, man. So. Excellent song. Give us some more requests for Chicago, and we'll see about getting back to them for sure. And that's it. That's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, we have a Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas. We out.